know what? At least the weather's turned.
Oh, sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Oh, God, I was...
Finally, sweater weather. Sweater weather.
It's about time.
Oh, it's about time.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Oh,
Finally, sweater weather.
God, sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Iglo Styles YouTube channel. My name is Cat Queen. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and leave your notification bell on so that you won't miss any video from me. And if you're to all our old subscribers, welcome back again to the channel to another video. So in today's video, I am going to be making a sweater with this beautiful yarn that I got from Joann's store, and it's a rose pink. I didn't want to use this color, but I've used other colors so much, so I said let me use this cotton candy color. So I'm going to be making a sweater. Yes, a beautiful sweater. So for this project, you're going to be needing a yarn. You're going to be needing, if you're making blankets, you're going to need 4. If you're making a sweater, you're going to be needing 3. It depends on the size of sweater that you want. If you're going to be making hats, you only need 1. Scarf, you only need 1. And the size is medium weight, and the hook, you can use 5mm. This is for people who do knitting. But for me, I am going to be using a 4mm hook. I love this hook. As you can see, it's all whatever, but I love this hook. And I have my darning needle for later on. I have my scissors, then I have my measuring tape. So let's go straight into the video. We're not going to waste time. So I'm going to start with my chain. I'm going to start from shoulder to shoulder length. So go ahead and start from shoulder to shoulder length. To make our chain, we're going to start with hold our hook, then hold our yarn. We go behind the yarn. You pull and twist over, then you make a slip knot. Now you start with your chain. This is the foundation chain. So get the chain of your side from shoulder to shoulder, or you can use your measuring tape by making a shoulder to shoulder, by measuring shoulder to shoulder. Okay, so now go ahead and make your chain while I do mine. So now I got the length of my size that I want from shoulder to shoulder. You can use your measuring tape by measuring it. So this is the size of my shoulder to shoulder length. So now what I'm going to do is, from whatever chain you made, I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to turn it to this side where you have the bumps, not this side. So if you have this side, just flip it over to this side. So what I'm going to do is yarn over, count from 1, 2, 3. At the third space, you make your half double crochet. Yarn over, you go into these bumps. You make your half double crochet. So this is the foundation chain, and this is row 1. So go ahead and make your half double crochet all the way to this end. When we get to this end, I'll let you guys know what to do next. Okay, now so I'm towards the ending of the session. So now what I'm going to do is chain 1. I'm going to turn my work and make another 2 more chain 1 and 2. yarn over. I'm going to skip this first row and come to this one and make a double crochet. I'm going to make another one by double crochet, yarn over, skip one and come to the next and make another double crochet. So you're going to be making 2 double crochet, skip one and make 2 double crochet. I'm going to skip this and make a double crochet in this other row. So this is how we're going to be doing it. Don't put nothing in this first row because you already make a 3 chain up here. You skip this first row and this first chain row, yeah, I would say, and come to this one. Skip one. You won't chain. Don't chain. Don't make a chain. Just yarn over and skip one and come to the next. So after finishing this row, go ahead and do it. When you reach to the end, when we turn our work, I'll show you guys what to do on top of this row. I'm coming towards the end now of the session of row 2. So I'm going to yarn over again and make another chain here, just a single crochet chain. So now I'm going to chain 1, turn my work and make a half double crochet. So I'm going to make half double crochet. All right people, so I am done with the back panel. So now on the same level as I am, go ahead and work on your back panel, your front panel. It's just the same way that we started the front. It's the same way. It's one for the back, one for the front. So that's how we're going to be doing it. So now I'm just going to fold this and work on the front panel. All right guys, so this is the front panel. It's the same. So this is the front panel. So now we have 2 panels. So we have 2 front panel now, and 1 back front panel and 1 back panel. I am so sorry, I keep making mistakes. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and make the sleeve. So now for the sleeve, you're going to be doing measuring from on top of your shoulder, like halfway down a little bit towards the, hold on 1 second. Okay, I can't find my other measuring tape, so I'm just gonna use this one and this one, and here's the remaining. So I'm gonna make another sleeve for, I'm gonna make a sleeve for the sweater. So what I'm going to do, hopefully this can be enough. Like if it's not enough, I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyway, so we're going to measure from up halfway from the shoulder, or you can measure from top of your shoulder to here, to here, because you're gonna be working on the side for like the front and back post. You're gonna be working on the sleeve, but I'll show you guys as we get there. So you measure from up the shoulder to on top of here, or halfway here. It all depends on how you want your sleeve. Okay, so let's get into it. So let's make a chain for our sleeve. I'm going to flip this over, make my chain, and start this over, make a slip knot, make a knot, make your chain of your desire, length of your sleeve length. I'm just gonna go ahead and make my chain for my sleeve length. Okay, now so this is my chain. So now I'm going to measure from top of my shoulder to on top of my wrist. It's supposed to be here. so I'm going to just reduce 2 more. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just the same way that we did at the beginning of the video. Chain 1, you count 1 2 3, you bring it here, then you make a half double crochet. Let me do that again. You count 1 2 3, yarn over, make a half double crochet, yarn over, make a half double crochet. So you're going to be making half double crochet all the way down till you get to this end. Then when you get here, when you turn your work, you make half double crochet. You make a double crochet with two cluster each in between. But I'll show you guys when we get down here. When we turn our work, I'll show you guys what to do next. Okay, so now we are towards the ending. I'm just going to yarn over and get this one, make my half double crochet. So now I'm going to chain 3 1 2 and 3, turn my work, yarn over and make a double crochet. I'm going to skip this and come to the next one and make my double crochet, yarn over, skip 1, make my double crochet. I'm going to make another double crochet in the same space, yarn over, skip 1. You're not going to chain, but you're going to yarn over, skip 1, come to the next and make your double crochet. So this is how we're going to be doing this. After you do the double cluster of the granny stitch, then you do half double crochet on top of it. That's how you're going to be doing it until you get the desired length size of your around your arm. Then after that, I'll show you guys how to connect the sleeve to the chest and the back panel. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys the size of my panel. So from here, top here, so down here, it's like 18 and a half, almost towards 19. So for the front and the back panel, I did like 32 rows. I did like 42 rows for each front and the back. Okay, so go ahead and do your sleeves, your sleeves just like this. So this is the other sleeve. So go ahead and do the other arm. Then after doing the other arm, then we can take it from there. We can start to connect the sleeve towards the front and the back panel. Then we get the shoulder. All right, everyone, so I ran out of yarn, so I was just having like three bundles of pink. So I'm just going to maybe I'm just going to reduce maybe this one side, this one row, then I reduce one row from the other side to complete like the other parts of this sleeve. Then I'm going to continue with this one to stitch up and to continue like the rest of the sleeve and the neck part and also the bottom of the sweater. Okay guys, so I am done. This is one of the sleeve, and this is the second part of the sleeve. So now what I'm going to do is make sure you take a measurement of your neckline part so that we can join these two together. As you can see, you can go ahead and measure your shoulder to get your length size. For me, this is my length size from this end here where the stitch marker is to this end. It's supposed to be 7, but I had to move all the way back because I don't want it to be too tight for my neck. So it's like 6.5, but if you stretch it, it's 7. So but if you want to know how to get the easiest way, just do these two sides, then in the middle you should know your neckline. Like for this, it's a 9. It's a 9. But if you want to know the easiest way, you can just fold it 2 like this. Then you fold it like this. Then you make another one like this. Then you will know your neckline. But for me, I do it this way because, or you count the stitches. So now I'm going to be joining these two together. I'm going to do this part. I'm going to show you guys this part. Then after I show you guys this part, then I'll show you guys the other side. I'll show you guys I'll show you guys this side that you guys gonna do this. I'm gonna be doing this part off camera. Then after that, then we're going to connect the sleeve. So now I'm going to start. I'm going to go in here and in here. I'm going to hide this. I already make a slip knot with this one, so all I'm going to do now is I'm going to redo it again so you guys can see. Make a slip knot, come in here, chain one and pull. If you want, you can tie your work towards this one, but it doesn't necessary. So I'm going to go in here. Make sure both are together when you're stitching them. Both holes are together. Make sure it's not too tight when you're doing this. This is the shoulder. Okay, so now I'm towards the end of the stitch, so I'm going to go all the way. One more. Then I'm going to remove the stitch marker and come to the next one, then chain one. Then I'm going to cut the yarn and tie. So go ahead. So this is how it's supposed to look like. So when you switch it over, see, this is the good side, then this is the wrong side. I didn't even say you should choose your best side, but anyway, you should know better. You should know your good or your bad side. So now I'm just gonna stitch this side and I'll tell you guys what to do next. Okay people, so this is how it's going to be like. So the sleeve, I'm going to try to connect the sleeve. Then after I connect the sleeve, then we're going to stitch the sides. Then after I stitch the sides, then we do the neck, bottom, then the remaining parts of the sleeves. So I realized something was off when I connected the sleeve to the sweater. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to just stitch on the sleeve from top to bottom. Then I'm going to connect it to the sweater. The other way that I did it, I don't think I'll be able to, because it make the sweater upside down, not equal. So I'm gonna go in here. Second. If you want, you can go in here. If you want, you can go in the spaces. The spaces. So I'm almost towards the ending. So now I'm just gonna connect this one here to the body of the to the body of the sweater. So I'm gonna put this aside. I already made the other one, so I'm just gonna put both of them aside, then finish up for the body of the sweater. I'm just gonna place a stitch marker from this end, I'm just gonna place a stitch marker here, so I know where to stop. Once I start from down here, I can just stop up here. Okay, so now I'm going to start from here. I already make my slip knot. Start from here. Sorry about the noise. I'm gonna go again in here. Make sure it's tight at the beginning. Then I'm gonna make my half crochet, my single crochet. I'm gonna go to the next. I'm gonna go in here. So I'm gonna stitch up my work until I get to the stitch marker. Then I'm gonna show you guys how to connect the sleeve towards the body of the sweater. Then you do the same thing for the other side. Make sure when you're doing it, it's equal. That's the reason why I changed the pattern. Okay, so now I'm just gonna place this on the outside here, or the good part is I'm just gonna switch it inside out. Inside out. Then I'm gonna put this inside. So now we're going to stitch it on this side, this way, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna finish up, then we're gonna start to stitch it all the way around till we connect it to this side. Okay, so now I'm going to remove the stitch marker so our work can align together. So I'm just gonna do, so instead of me going in here, I'm just gonna tack it. Make sure this side here is connected to this mouth up here. So instead of me going in here in the big space, I'm just gonna go at the corner here and make my single crochet. So I'm gonna go all the way underneath and make my single crochet, go underneath, make my single crochet. I'm gonna go again in here, make my single crochet. Just make sure you get all the spaces. That's the most important thing. And make sure they're all equal also. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go all the way around. When I get here, I'll show you guys how to do this corner. Then we seal our work. Then you do the same thing for the other side. Okay, so now I'm towards the end. Remember, I started from this side, then I went this way. So now what I'm going to do is get this one, make my single crochet, then I'm going to go in here, get this one again, in here underneath. I'm going to go underneath this one and pull and slip knot, go in here, then tie my work. So this is how it's going to look like. If you have your stitch marker needle, you can just go ahead and get rid of this, or you can just tie and get rid of it. So we are all done with both sides. So now this is inside out. So this is how it's supposed to be looking. So this is a good side, and this is the other side. So now, after you've done these two sides, so now what we're going to do, we're going to start working the bottom parts. Or you can start with the neck, or you can start with the sleeve. So I'm going to start with the neck parts. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from here, from in here. I'm going to make a slip knot, and pull, make a chain, 1 and 2. So because of we have all of this, I am just going to make a double crochet all the way around the neck. I'm not going to reduce this neck because this neck size is just perfect. The neck size is perfect, so I'm just going to make a double crochet all around. When we get to the side, let's do the double crochet. When we get here, I'll tell you guys what to do next. So I'm going to skip this and come to the next. Make sure you hide your excess yarn and make a double crochet. Go to the next, you make a double crochet. Go to the next, you make your double crochet. Go to the next, make you make your double crochet. So go ahead and make your double crochet all the way around until you reach out. I'll tell you guys what to do next. So for this corner here, what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna instead of me doing it one, I'm just gonna get both sides because I want it to be equal. That's a long process. Let me just go in here and go in here and make my double crochet. That's the only decrease that we need. Then when it comes to this side again, because we're not going to take this side here, we're just going to connect from this side to this side, okay? Or if you like, you can still decrease on that side. Okay, so we are towards the ending. Just gonna go in here, then slip stitch. So now what we're going to do, front and back post. So now I've already made my 2 chain up, yarn over. So I'm going to start with this one first. I'm going to go in here. Okay, so now I'm going to go back post and make my double crochet, yarn over. I'm going to come to this was front post, sorry, then this is back post. When I was back home, we normally call it fishbone. So we'll do it front post, then back post. Front post, then back post. So this is how we're going to be doing it. Then after that, we can work on the sleeve. So let's go ahead and work on this front and back post until you get the length. For me, I'm just going to be doing this front and back post for after this is the 4th second. I'm going to do after this, so I'm going to do like 2 more rows, then that's it. So this is the end of it. So I wanted to increase 1 more, but I think that's enough. Yes, that's enough. So this is how it's supposed to look like. This is my neckline, and yes. So now I'm going to work on I'm going to get rid of this with my needle, but then let me just work on this sleeve right here. Let me tie this up. So now I'm going to start with this, but this one I am going to be decreasing. Yes, I am going to be decreasing because I want it to be small. I don't want it to be look wider like this, but I'll show you guys how to do it. But for now, let's slip knot. Make a slip knot. Come on now. Make a slip knot. Slide in into the gap. Make a 3 chain. 2 chains, sorry. So now we're going to be making half crochet all the way around, because since we don't have like single crochet or half double crochet, so we're just going to make a half double crochet all the way around. If you like, you can decrease on this is the time to decrease, so however you want to do it, but I won't advise you to decrease here because you won't be able to. So let's go ahead and do our single crochet all the way around. Each space is 2. There's only this one you can do 1. Sorry about the noise, my kids are playing. Make a single crochet, or if you like, you can do 1 single crochet here for it to get smaller and do the next. But you see, if you do the next one, it won't come out good, so you do 2 in here. Okay, so go ahead and do your single crochet all the way around. When you get here, I'll tell you guys what to do next. So now I'm almost done with my single crochet all around. I'm going to slip stitch on top of here, make my chain 1 and 2. So now I am going to be making double crochet all the way around. Then after that, we're going to start with our front and back post. So let's go ahead and make double crochet all the way around. Then after that, I'll tell you guys what to do with the front and back post. How we're going to decrease. Okay, so now I'm going to slip stitch, chain 1, 2. I'm going to be doing front post. So this is the best part for you to decrease, to get a smaller ankle sleeve or ankle hole. I don't know how you call that one. So now you go in here, front post, yarn over, back post, yarn over, front post. So you do 3 up. Okay, so now after you do 3, so now that I'm doing the back post, I'm just going to do two stitch at the same time while doing the back. I'm going to be doing 2 stitch while doing the back post and do my single crochet. I'm going to do again 1 and 2 and 3, 4, make it 4. I'm going to do 2, decrease. I'm going to go again in here, 1 and 2 and 3, make it 4, 1 and 2. I do my decrease. So this is how we're going to be doing it until you reach here. I'll tell you guys what to do next, because on the odd following rows we are not going to decrease at all. So this is the last 2. I'm gonna hit it anyway, make my front post, then slip knot, chain 2. So now I'm not going to decrease anymore. I'm just going to work on my front. I'm just going to work on my front and back post together, so it will give you something like this. If you like, you can increase more or you can leave it like this, but for me I did about 6 rows, so you can do more than that or you can do lesser. I just do what I know what prefer for me. Okay, so now I'm just going to continue with this, then do my 6 rows, then I'll start to work at the bottom of the sweater. So go ahead and do that. Your front and back post, no more increasing, just go ahead and do your front and back post. That's it. So these are the 2 sleeves. They are both done, finished. So now I'm just going to continue to work on the bottom side of the sweater. Right, so now I am done with both sleeves and I am going to start to work on at the bottom of the sweater. Yes, at the bottom of the sweater. So I'm going to connect my yarn here. I'm going to make a slip knot and pull, chain, make a single crochet. So now I'm going to work on all these spaces in between. I'm going to be working with I'm going to be making double crochet in all the spaces in between here. My double crochet next, sorry, do my double crochet next. So I'm going to be working my the way around until I get here. Then we're going to decrease on the second row. Okay, so now I'm at the other side of the panel of the sweater, so I'm just gonna go in here and do 1 more, then go in here and tack this down, make my double crochet. See that? So instead of me coming, I'm gonna go in here, make my double crochet. Okay, so now I'm towards the end. I'm gonna slip stitch. Need to hide this. So now I'm gonna do 1, 2, chain up. So I'm going to be doing front post and back post. So I don't want down here to be too tight, so I'm going to be doing 5 each. So this is 3, then this is 4, then this is 5, then make it 6. We're going to decrease. So 5 5 each. Then after that, the third row for the whites, we're going to be doing no decreasing. But for now, this row right here that I'm at, we are going to decrease. Make sure you don't decrease too much, because you don't want it to be too small at the bottom. So go ahead and do that. Then you finish up your row. You depend on how many rows you want to do this white for. That's fine. So after that, then you're all done with your sweater. So if you watch up to this time, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, drop your comment down below. Okay, so this is the outcome of the sweater. This is the bottom part and the neck part, then the sleeve, because of the space of the camera. So this is it. So thanks for watching this video. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your notification bell on, and see you all on my next video. Bye.